Live show 313. Hope you guys doing well. Starting off with a little bit of water. Today's show is a shmooze show. That means our phone lines are open. Don't really mean Doesn't really mean our phone lines are open. It means that our chat lines are open, and you can write to me, as Uri Butler has just written to me from Squirrel Hill, PA, the first person to join in. Hey Uri, great to see you on X. Uri's on X. Hope you guys are doing well. So it is a very, very, very special time right now as we get ready for Pesach. Today is Cincinnati Reds Day, as we are in a baseball mode. When the playoffs start, we'll get back to hockey. But right now, let's just do some baseball. Um, what do you think of your Pittsburgh Pirates, Uri? They've gotten off to a great start. And we must say hi to David Goodman from Camp Hask. Hello to David Goodman from Camp Hask. And hope you guys are all doing well as people are joining us on our live stream. The Lenny Solomon Live, show number 313. Special show, the Bar Mitzvah show of the 300 series. So we are in the middle of getting ready for Pesach, 11 days for Seder, 11 days until Seder, and lots of great things. Lots of great things on the horizon for this year. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of point of reference, some people say that Nisan is the 7th month of the year. Others say it's the first. Some people say that Tishrei is the 7th month of the year. Others say it's the first. As a matter of fact, there's a big argument in the Gemara, in the Talmud, where they say that the world was conceived in Nisan and it was built or created in, Hashem created the world in Tishrei. Others say in Tishrei the world was conceived and in Nisan it was created. So, very interesting talk. I mean, it's all spiritual stuff. Schlagrock is not used to talking spirituality. That's not true. We have lots of spiritual songs. But anyway, so that's the story with Nisan could be the first month of the year. Now, as a matter of fact, when the kings of Israel ruled, they would count how many years that he ruled by Nisan 1. So on Nisan 1, if the king, let's say the king took office in Adar 1 month before Nisan 1, Nisan already would be the year 2 of his reign. You started counting from Nisan. Very interesting. As you see, I have my nice bandage here. Why? Because I played ball and it's not exactly what happened. But let's just say we need this bandage until tomorrow. Lots of plans. I am in the middle of writing Schlockrock 41. Schlockrock 41 is called Old School. Old School means songs from the 70s and 80s that didn't quite make it the first time around, that I missed the first time around. Not that didn't quite make it, that I missed. So I'm having such a good time listening to music from the 70s and 80s because, frankly, that was the best music of all. That's what I feel. So that's the first thing. We're working on that album that will hopefully be released in August. So Ethan, Bill, if you're listening to this, you will be recording this album. So we're gonna have to, hopefully in May or June, we're gonna start recording it in studio. That's number one. What else we have on tap? So we also, of course, are going to be doing 80 live streams this year, and hopefully doing a webisode called Exploring Israel, where we go to different parts of Israel and look at the significance of what happened in these places, have a little music. It'll be a great show. And then finally, of course, Daniel in Babylon. And then, we're working on the backstory of Kosher Police 3. Kosher Police 3. Yes, it is time. All right, Uri says he misses me. I miss you too, Uri. So what about shows? Is Schlock Rock going to be going on the road? That depends on you. Because you can't just go on the road. You have to be hired. And of course, with COVID and with the war, there hasn't really been much opportunity for concerts. But we are performing live on stream, and we are still creating songs as we put out 2 new songs, Weeping for the Muggers and Lo Yishama. And of course, the new album, The Big Six, which is, I think, one of the best albums I've ever done. But I always think the newest albums are the best albums that I've ever done. Okay, everybody. Now, question going out to you guys. I want to see some responses on the chat line. Your favorite Schlock Rock song. Your favorite Schlock Rock song. What is your favorite song? Let me hear. Or ask me any question and we will answer. We are schmoozing today. We are schmoozing the schmooze. So we are opening up the lines, and make sure that you can ask anything you want. Want to say hello to our associate producer, Judy Hertzfeld, joining us from Clifton, New Jersey. And she should be popping in very soon. Uri wants to know how Ohad is doing. You know that Ohad, Uri, grew up on Schlock Rock in Belgium. Ohad Moskovich is one of the top singers in all of Jewish music, and he grew up on Schlock Rock. He came over to me once and told me that he listened to Schlock Rock as a kid. Here's Judy. Judy popping in from Clifton, New Jersey. Great to see you, Judy. She's checking in on YouTube. Uri is checking in on X. And of course, we are at Cincinnati Reds night. When I graduated college, me and the Mooch, my friend Jeff Haar, we went on the road and we went to like 7 baseball games in 5 days. Well, actually, we started off in 12 days. We started off by driving to Canton, Ohio, to the Football Hall of Fame. Then we went to see a Cleveland Indians game. Then we saw a Detroit Tigers game. Then a Chicago White Sox game. Then a Chicago Cubs game. And finally, we went to see a Cincinnati Reds game at the old ballpark, not the new one, the old ballpark in Cincinnati. And then we headed back home because it was the 3 weeks or the 9 days were about to start for Tisha B'Av. And so today's a special Cincinnati Reds day. So now Ohad, according to Uri, was in a Time for Music 21 and Hask 20. Very interesting. Very interesting. But he also was a big Schlock Rock fan. And he actually said to me that what got him into Jewish music was listening to Schlock Rock. And that's what makes Schlock Rock so amazing. And is that it can bring you in. It can bring you in. It's the conduit between the world of secular music and the world of Jewish music. It is that pipeline. And you go through that pipeline and you are in Jewish music. And then you can come and see us perform in concert. We perform in concert. But what I'd like you to do right now, as you ask me, we are opening up the lines. What is your favorite Schlock Rock song? I want to see people respond. What is your favorite Schlock Rock song? Also, do you have any questions for me? So we already had one with Ohad. So that's good. So we was able to answer that. Yeah. Okay. So where are we now? Right. So I was telling you something. Oh, so Cincinnati. So Cincinnati was the last baseball game that we went to on the road. Very good question. Oh, very good question. Mendel Young writes, did you ever meet any big tzaddikim like the Lubavitcher Rebbe? As a matter of fact, on the 9th day of Nisan in the year 5791, that would be 1991, I got $2 from the Rebbe. I went to see the Rebbe, and it's on YouTube. You could actually type in Lenny Solomon meets the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and you'll see it. You'll see me because it was videoed. So that's question number 1 to Mendel. It was an unbelievable experience, by the way. And have I ever met other tzaddikim in Israel? Yes, I have. Rav Gamliel Rabinowitz, fabulous, fabulous. Rav Yaakov Meir Shechter should live to 120 years. He's already in his 90s. Um, I flew with Rabbi Pinchas Scheinberg, Zecher Tzadik Levracha. He was the one who would wear 60 tzitzis. Every year he would add a pair of tzitzis, apparently. So I met him. I talked to him. And his brother, Rabbi Shmuel Scheinberg, was my rabbi in MTA when I was a senior. When I was a senior in MTA. See, we've already used up 10 minutes. We're going to have a 15-minute show today. It's so funny how time flies. Okay, keep asking questions. So you could meet anybody, by the way. When you're in Israel, you could meet tzaddikim, you could meet radio personalities, you could meet everybody. You just got to be here. Be here and be square, as they would say. So we're working on Shlock Rock 41. We already have 4 new parodies that have been written, or we're in the process of writing. Actually, it's 4, it's 5, it's 6, it's 7. 7 parodies are already in the process of being written. Very nice. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing album, and it's all my favorite music. It's music from the 70s and 80s. So, here we go. Uri writes, Lily, my niece, gets bat mitzvah on Wednesday, May 8th. Very good question. Mendel writes, did I ever jam with Shlomo Carlebach or Chaim David? Answer is yes to both questions. In 85, I believe it was, late 80s, I accompanied Shlomo Carlebach. I accompanied him 2 times, I think, and they were at NCSY Saturday night events. And Chaim David and I were in the studio together when I was recording a Shabbat in Liverpool. And Chaim David actually sang Yedid Nefesh with me. Right. Okay, Dvorah from Kosher Cakery writes, Ani Yehudi, both versions. Oh, how do we have 2 versions of Ani Yehudi? That's I guess what her question is. So answer is, I wrote the first version in 2004, and the second version was really catered towards the Israeli crowd, because I wrote the 2004 version in easy Hebrew, and in 2010 when we re-recorded it, it was rewritten with me, but also with Kobe Oz, who's Israeli, and he also knows how to write Hebrew that's more complicated than I would write. So that's how come the Ani Yehudi 2010 came out with a video that's on YouTube. David Cormack writes, coming back, Hands of Peace, and your cover of Yo-Ya is top notch. So We're Coming Back is the title track of We're Coming Back. Love that song. Hands of Peace was written by Moshe Piro, and we recorded it with him, and he's playing guitar and singing with me, I believe. Unless he's singing alone, he might be. I'm not sure. I don't remember if I'm singing it or he's singing it, but it's really good. And then Yo-Ya, cover of Yo-Ya. Yeah, I love that song. Had to record it. Do we have any new album samplers? No, we do not yet. We have not recorded it yet. We're writing. We're in the writing stage. Is Chaim David is such a special neshama, holy Jew. Is he still around? Is he doing things in Israel? I believe he is. I'm not in touch with him, but I believe he is. He's a great guy, fantastic guy. I once went to his house for Sudah Shlishit. It was great. Yeah. And look, all of the musicians, every musician that you know has had to have taken a hit because of COVID, because the fact that people don't necessarily buy music anymore. They're streaming music, but still streaming music is good. And you should go on 246.app, which is the Jewish music app, and sign up and listen to all the Shlock you want, or go to Spotify or Apple or Amazon or MyHeart or wherever you want to go. MyHeart, iHeart Music, it's all there. The goal is to put out Shlock 41 in August. We'll have to see how that goes. Very, very good. Let's see. Okay, so I think we're gonna call this a night. It's been a nice 15 minutes. Believe it or not, I've been on the air for 15 minutes already. But we'll be in. Hopefully, we'll be back on Monday to do more. I think Monday, unless I've got a wedding. In which case, no, I think I don't have a wedding. I think it's Sunday, my wedding that I'm invited to. Monday, I think we will be available and we will be going on. It's been great to schmooze with you. Send me questions and I will answer them. Keep on schlagen, everybody. Have a Shabbat Shalom, a great Shabbos, a good Shabbos, and a Shabbat Shalom from the King of Schlock on Lenny Solomon Live. Show number 313, Cincinnati Reds Night, is in the books. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will talk next time, and we will play music next time, too. Shabbat Shalom. Have a good Shabbos, and keep on schlocking.